So hello friends, Rohullah from Afghanistan is again with us to tell us about how to speak like native English speakers. So I would like to request Rohullah, please tell us the tips how to speak like native English speakers. So now Rohullah, please.
Okay, so hello everyone. Again, this is me, Rohullah Hassani. So today I explain the tips how to speak like a native American. So what I specifically explained will be the tips on pronunciation, American pronunciation. So today I have 8 tips which you need to follow and you need to listen very carefully. So exactly when it comes to American pronunciation, it's really challenging for every non-native speaker to speak like them. So what rules you have to follow will be here. So number 1 is guts. Be more confident. Number 1 is be more confident. So many people, they're afraid of speaking when it comes to speaking. So now you need to take the risk and start speaking whatever it is. And don't think that you cannot say anything. So this is the first step. And make sure that you do not think bad while you're making mistakes. In pronunciation and sound, it's okay. But you need to accept your mistake and think of what? Of the right answer. Number 2 is feeling. Many people in the world, as a non-native speaker, they are always speaking locally. They're using their own what? Their local accent. So this is the time to forget about your local accent. Okay, so now what I mean by feeling, you need to consider some points. Number 1 is you have to know what situation you're at, who you're talking to, what words you are using. So if you're sad, you have to explain it in a sad way where people can feel it. Yeah, this explanation is really sad. But if you're happy, you have to explain in a really happiness way so that you could understand that you are speaking like a native American. Let me show this feeling in an example. I say one example in 2 feelings. Number 1, Michael Jackson bought a beautiful Ferrari on Saturday. Number 2, Michael Jackson bought a beautiful Ferrari on Saturday, and I love to see it. So definitely the second one was with feeling. But the first one, there was no feeling. The person just explains, which can, I could say it has impact on the person who is listening to you, but not as the second example. So now make sure you use your feeling while you're talking. Number 3 is body language. See, to be honest, Americans, they are using a lot of body language. Mainly the mouth movement is the first thing. They open their mouth. It goes everywhere. You see my mouth, it goes everywhere. It's open. It's not like open. See, it opens. They use their head. I say, yeah, I got it, man. See, they're using their head, their gesture is all moving. If you watch American movies, if you watch, even somebody speaking normally, but still they are using their body language. So now, using the body language on mouth movement has a lot of rules that we could also cover in the next session, but these are that you need to be open. The first thing is you need to open on your mouth. Okay, like, hey, how are you, man? I'm good. Not, how are you? See, our mouth is closed. This is the nature of most language, that the mouth movement is not there. It's like, say, what's your name? I say, hey, what's your name? It's great to meet you, man. See the changes you see. body language. And number fourth is voice variation. Many people, when they're speaking, the intonation is the same. Okay, it's just like a smooth street. But no, American English is different. You need to go up and down. See, I say up and down. You can see the intonation of my sound, up and down. Okay, I go down, right? So now, even there are cases that you need to stress too much. I say democracy is really important in all over the world. See how the variation of the sound is here, and it much beautifies the accent. If we don't vary, the person who is listening to you will get bored. I say, hey, how should I listen to this guy? The tone is always the same. I am good, thank you very much. So it's not like that. You just change up and down. Okay, this is very important, and the unique part that can change everything to like change your accent to an interesting and lovely accent. And number five is energy. Most of languages, they don't need to energy. Your mouth is here, you just speak. And I think Hindi, it doesn't need to energy. You just speak normally. Okay, but English is a thick language. Thick. It's a strong language, and you need to use a lot of energy. You know, you need to force a lot, because if you want to speak like a Native American, make sure you use a lot of energy. You need to focus a lot, and you need to just be loud, stronger. Your voice is stronger. Okay, if you just don't consider this energy, it will be just a boring sound. Okay, you say, I am good, thank you, right? So see, I say, oh man, the other day I met a guy. He was so strong. Like I met Michael Jackson. See how strong, even practically you can see me that how strong that is. If I don't use my energy, I'm just down. Okay, thank you. So see, the change you see in my face and the energy, you need to eat a lot, right? No, you don't need a lot, but you need to just feel and be loud and strong. Number six is imitate American pronunciation. Imitate American pronunciation. First, the sound is pronunciation. Many people make it wrong. They say pronunciation. It's not like that. It's pronunciation. Okay? The sound is there. So now, how to imitate? You can watch movies with subtitles. You can watch TV shows with subtitles. What you need to do, watch a sentence of that. For example, in a movie, I say, oh man, I got hurt. And practically, you need to repeat after that sentence and use the feeling and energy. I say, hey, I'm so much excited today. I can't wait to see that guy. So see, and you need to repeat after this guy, like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I say, oh man, I'm in Harry. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I say, somebody's crying. So see, these are some sentences I said, but practically you need to say after the speaker that can, and you need to make sure you copy it and you take it in mind. The next time you use it, you feel that something is changing. And number 7 is learn the flow of English. What I mean by flow of English, it's all about the reductions in English. Okay, Like, as I said, like gonna, wanna, what you wanna do. I say, I like your car. I like your car, right? So now if I say gonna, if that was like going to, right? Wanna is want to. Or want you is like what you, what you, see? If you know these, you can, typically understand everything and you can speak like them because you want to be a better person in English, okay? And number last is to use all the tips together to make a fantastic speaking style and like a Native American. If you don't follow these steps, you cannot speak like a Native American. And don't forget, guys, that this is my personal experience while I was with Americans. I learned them practically. And even I shared the tips. They said, yeah, exactly. These are the, concepts that while we're speaking, while they're speaking, that's the nature. But we, as a non-native speaker, we have to make sure we get all these tips together to make a lovely accent. And when people are listening to you or watching, they have to love the way you speak. And they say, oh man, I want to speak like this guy because this guy is such an amazing and fantastic speaker. So make sure you follow them. You can beautify your accent by following these my tips. I hope you learned them, guys.
Excellent, fabulous, my dear friend, and I'm your big fan. My dear friend Rohullah just tried to explain about how to speak like native English speakers, and I tried to catch some tips. And now I want to demonstrate. First, he wants to tell us you must have guts, means you must have a confidence. So now you can see some confidence on my face. Whenever you speak English, you must speak with feelings. So I get. Thank you very much, Rohullah. Oh, thank you very much, my dear friend Rohullah. And I'm your big fan now. So this is, and how do you use your face? Yeah, means your use your big smile, speak with smile, and a good pronunciation and accents. So, oh, I'm so lucky today because I have got a good friend like Rohullah from Afghanistan. So this way you have just tried to teach us, and I was just looking at you without blinking any eyes, and I was receiving everything, whatever you wanted to tell me, and whatever you wanted to tell my viewers and subscribers. So definitely these are effective tips, and if you want to follow these all tips, definitely you can speak like native English speakers. So thank you very much, my dear friend Rohullah. Then how did you find my learning?
Oh, that was fantastic. I was amazed by the reaction you had. The first time you listened to the tips, you just changed your life. You changed your English. That was amazing. Keep it up, man.
So because of your golden tips, and which are really very effective, and I'm going to use these all things, my dear friends, let me tell you, when I started learning English, people started suggesting me to learn grammar. Then I started learning grammar, but it was not useful, because I wanted to learn how to speak with people. But only English grammar is not enough to speak with people. So people told me, hey, Prakash, you should learn new vocabulary. Then I started learning vocabulary, but only grammar and vocabulary both are not enough to get fluency of English. Then people advised me to start conversation with the people. And when I started conversation with the people started telling me, you should work on your pronunciation. You should speak like native English speaker. Your English is like Deshi, means your local language influence on your language. But now, because of you, my dear friends, I promise you, very short, and I will follow your all tips, and you can see new people, Prakash, with with a fluency of English, with good pronunciations. And again, thank you very much, my dear friend, to join us and to give us the golden tips. So thank you. So now,
It's my pleasure. Thank you too, sir. Hope to see you again.
so our official meeting is over now.